What up and good morning. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in and patiently waiting for the show to start. We are not that crazy late today, but we are still just a tad bit, you know what I'm saying? However, though, thank you everybody who is watching on Patreon and Twitch. For everybody that is wondering, yes, we are switched. We have switched to Patreon and Twitch, and you can join us for $5, and your $30 sub-tier shirts have been shipped out. So if you got it, please tag us in pictures. We would love to repost that. When I log into the We Don't Smoke the Same page and repost it. Yeah, just what is it? Make sure you guys subscribe to the Patreon. And with that being said, I had to spend an extra day that was not affiliated to this with this jerk. But ironically, at this podcast, he doesn't talk at all. He doesn't talk at all. It's just like yes predict, no predict, and it's just that's it. I have never seen him more quiet. It's like I have never seen you that quiet. I'm talking about the Predict podcast.
Yeah, there's no mic on me. I'm the producer. I'm taking care of you guys. I had to hear you talk about Japan again, dog.
He asked.
I know he asked. I know. That's what literally was the point of the podcast. But I was there and I was like, I could have told your story. I was like, he took a shit at a dope ass bathroom. The people were super nice. I'm just fucking with them. Yeah, but it's been what, 4 days in a row?
Yeah, that's too much Xavier.
Yeah, too much he's on 4 days in a row, and I don't even know if we should go to the Derby game tomorrow.
I'm not gonna go to the Derby.
You're not going to the
I don't
Carson?
like. I don't go to Carson. It smells funny. It fucking yeah.
Carson fan base.
No, I'm just not saying it. The city smells funny. They have a sewage problem.
Oh, you're talking about the whole city. You're really talking shit on the city.
Well, that's why Hooter moved from there.
Oh, I thought you were just dissing Galaxy.
No, Hooter moved from there because it stinks.
Stinks.
Yeah, like it fucking stinks.
Like the team?
Yeah, like the team. Very much like the team. Also, what up, Brock Samson?
What's up, player?
Who will not be doing the closeout today because we all got stuff to do, and we will be ending the show just a tad bit early just because we all got places to be today. Today's a busy day. I'm not sure if I'm going to be at Kushtalk, but I might make my way up there depending on how long I got to take wherever I'm going to go. Ray, what's going on?
What's up? Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Ray. And what is it? Let's welcome our guest. First of all, I'm not gonna call you your Instagram name. Can you give me your?
That's my real name. This isn't some Gucci man shit.
Miss
Balmain.
Well, let's welcome the one and only Miss Balmain, all the way from the UK.
Thank you guys for having me.
So UK the same as Britain?
Yeah.
It's the same shit. Okay, I thought it was separate.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes.
You can move it.
I can move it. Okay.
Do whatever you want with it.
Now, what is it? For everybody that doesn't really know, give everybody some context. You come from a show out there that I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know that you could take it's like if we took the presidential election and put it on TV, which we kind of do, but like let people vote.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen. We figured, what better way than making a reality show out of politics?
Britain's is it alternative?
We did a show called Make Me Prime Minister. It was the first series, and we were putting 12 candidates through their paces, political paces, to find Britain's alternative prime minister.
An alternative being like is this like a whole a parody thing, or is this being seriously taken by the government?
Nah, it's not being serious. Nothing's being seriously taken by our government. They don't take us seriously right now. Come on, man. They're doing the same shit in the UK.
But this is like a show where this is what the people would want, just in case.
Yeah, this is, you know what? I keep telling people this. More people voted for me than voted for Britain's actual prime minister, because his party just put him in. We have a party system, so the party can change leaders as many times as they want. It's not a presidential thing like you guys have. So they put a whole new leader in. No one in the country voted for him. But we had a public vote in the final, so more people voted for me to be prime minister.
Can you explain it to us Americans? So, you guys had a queen. What the fuck? Isn't that the president?
I thought that was the president.
Can you explain the queen? What the fuck's going on? Because we have one thing, the president.
The queen's a novelty, or the king now. They're a novelty.
What does that mean?
They don't do shit. They're just.
They're like Biden?
They're like a decoration. they got less power.
They come with that house, dude.
They come with that house. We pay for them. The taxpayers pay for them. They just drain the country. They're supposedly a novelty, right? They claim
make you guys look good.
They claim that they bring in more money than they cost in tourism and stuff. That's bullshit. Yeah. That's bullshit. They're just a decoration. The government we have We have a party system, so that's because we have a royal family. We don't vote for a person, we vote for a party. And when the party gets in, that's them in for their term. And like I said, they can change leaders as many times as they want in that time. And you might get a leader who comes in and they're saying, like these current people, they don't represent the country. They don't represent people. They're talking bullshit, and people are upset about it. So I'm just saying, you know what? Why don't we talk about a presidential system? If everybody feels like that, if you're upset, let's talk about it. Let's talk about getting rid of the royal family.
I mean, what would that house be used for? Are you guys gonna do what we do here and just turn it into an apartment complex?
Yeah, probably.
Because that's like what. Do you guys have that problem out there?
That's a whole different conversation, though, isn't it? That's talking about corporations running the world.
I just like it just pisses me off that we can't have no historic building because the moment they get that license is up, hey, we're gonna put 16 apartments here.
Yeah, right.
And I'm just like, bro, like we don't need no more people.
But guess who owns the shell companies that owns all those apartments that's making all the money? Those same people.
Can you visit the castle or whatever that is?
Yeah, you guys allowed to go in there?
Yeah, you can visit Windsor Castle and not Buckingham Palace because unless you get invited, that's the one where they do all the
Is that the one they live in? Is that
That's
the
the
one?
Illuminati house.
They actually live in Windsor Castle in a small part of it, and you can visit Windsor Castle. But Buckingham Palace, that's where they do the knighting people and the big events.
The Illuminati house.
Yeah, right. All the pomp, all that stuff. But it's just it's nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think it makes. I don't think the British people listen. The royal family believe this is genuine. They believe they're anointed by God to rule over us. Right? Like, they're not just
kind of like the Jews. No, I'm just playing.
I'm back out. Right, but
there is kind of some truth to that, though. They're the chosen people, though.
no, they're just the descendants of the most bloodthirstiest people in the last battle. That's all it is. They're the descendants of the person who won the last big fucking war in the country for the crown. That's it. That's it.
I watched The Crown. I feel like I get it all.
It's totally true. It's a documentary.
I find it very hard when somebody gets really invested, like somebody that has nothing to do with this. Like when I see some lady at the laundromat who's like has like 5 kids watching, like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's like, turn that shit off, bro. Like we live in fucking America, bro. Like you're Guatemalan. What the fuck are you doing?
I love this because I spend a lot of time here, and I love when I come over here and I see Americans getting more excited about the royal family than British people. I'm like, didn't you guys try and escape us? Like, wasn't that the whole point? You were trying to get away from this shit, and now you're all going on about royal babies and royal weddings. We don't give a fuck in England.
What if you guys don't give a fuck that they're out there eating babies and living with people? And
No, we give a fuck about that. People give a fuck about what Prince Andrew's been up to.
Yeah, he was on an island.
Yeah,
with,
like
the homie.
The people didn't care.
Fucking Jeffrey Epstein.
She's just trying to let you know that the general population didn't give a fuck whether the baby was purple, white, or fucking black. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. Like, I would imagine in the UK, you guys still have that please don't say racist shit at the soccer games?
Oh, like we have the anti-racism armbands, and people will get in trouble. Fans will get banned from games if they're like shouting racist stuff at players and stuff like that. So we take that stuff seriously. We do.
Because at some point that was like very freely, dude. It was free range. And then they did.
They
used to throw bananas at the soccer players.
They made a soccer player cry because of that, bro. They made Eto'o cry because of that.
Some people still do, but they'll get banned now from games.
England's got the rowdiest crowd. The hooligans don't fuck around. If you know, they'll fight each other, and they don't even have own guns. They're literally there to brawl. They'll brawl one team versus another, and they'll meet up in an alley, and they're like, I go for Man U, I go for Tottenham. Now let's brawl it out, and they'll just fight. And there's no stabbings. It's just putazos.
It's intimate. They're going for it.
They love it, dog.
No, is this really true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, football hooligans like.
It's
serious.
It's like a gang?
Yeah, it's a gang. It's gang warfare. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, it's intense, bro. And they'll go, like, during the World Cups, the hooligans will follow England, and they'll harass other, like, France and stuff. Like, they've known to been kicked out of, like, the World Cups.
We get kicked out so many countries.
Yeah. England don't fuck around. They love soccer.
Do you guys have football out there?
Rugby.
We have rugby, which is kind of similar to American football, but we don't wear any padding. So there's no helmets, there's no padding. They're just raw going in.
It's the same rules, kind of?
It's the same basic. It's rougher.
I always wondered that. Like, it always seemed like hella interesting to I always, like, they never had it out here. Like, they had it at some schools, but I always thought the rules were different. But You know, football without padding sounds like a great way to get a concussion.
No, it's less dangerous.
No, it's more dangerous. There are
no.
guys breaking their necks regularly and dying on the rugby
So
fields.
so I would
Fuck that.
kind of disagree because like
Play rugby?
no, but there's facts that people get less hurt.
You're not cut out for it, bro.
I wouldn't. But
Maybe statistically, because if you've got padding on, maybe there's
you
a
hit harder. You hit harder. Like think about it.
Yeah,
Someone
you-
with the helmet is gonna go hit
Yeah,
harder
maybe, yeah.
than without a helmet. You're not gonna hit someone. Just like
Their
just like-
players are also not 350 pounds,
Yeah.
bro. That's like a cow running you over,
No,
bro.
these are yeah.
yeah.
Your guys are big. That's the thing as well. Like,
just like in boxing, if you wear the gloves, you're more prone to get concussions than bare knuckle. You'll just get more cuts. It's more like you'll bleed more, but you're not gonna hitting your head with the box. It's just not. Trust me. It's, in rugby, there's less concussions. I mean, I do believe there's more broken bones.
we've definitely had, even in the last couple of years, a couple of players who've died, with a broken neck from the scrum. So
That's always been one of my biggest fears, like breaking your neck.
yeah, I thought exercise was supposed to be good for you.
I had a homie that broke his neck, and but he's fine now. He survived. But damn, it sounds scary as shit, dude.
What?
Doing cliff diving.
Damn, I had a cousin who was in a car accident, bro, and it was fucked up, bro. I remember I went to go visit this fool, right? And this was like one of my older cousins, and he had like this big ass fucking like big fucking 2-story looking thing, and he had to hold his head in a position, cause if he like fell asleep and moved it, this motherfucker would die. Like it was a certain way, and I was just like, it was sad, bro. I just remember like going, and I'm just like. And I was like, remember we did cocaine in your fucking like mom's house when she was out from Vegas? And like, I was talking about this stuff, and he's just like nothing could cheer this guy up, but I could understand because like all he had to do was just sit in a fucking chair for months, dude. And I could imagine that would fucking suck, bro. And like breaking your neck, bro, like, cause if you fall asleep a certain way, your bones are either gonna start healing that way, and you're gonna fucking grow up to be a fucking deformed ass motherfucker, or like you broke it severely enough where you can die because it's connected to that part of the vertebrae where you're just gonna be like, hey, the wire's kind of plugged into the wall and the socket just came off.
It's like everybody's iPhone charger that's been bent.
Yeah, dude.
Filaments coming out and shit. He had to wear the headgear, the neck brace, the whole nine, dude. Like,
Have you ever broken a bone?
me?
Yeah.
I've hyperextended and fractured my elbow, and then I've concussions don't count, but I've had 3 of those, and then I've torn my
I only had one of
ACL.
those.
And then when I got hit by a car, it messed up my back a little bit.
No, it wasn't through it was through the car accident that I had. Remember when I came in with that eye that was all red?
Yeah, I remember that day.
It was all full of blood. Couldn't even see out of my eye for a week.
That's a trip.
Yeah,
That
bro.
threw me off so bad.
Dude, it tripped me out because I had this eye was full of blood and something. I couldn't it was all pixelated. So, and then for a while I was like, damn, is this gonna really stay that way? So I had to wear glasses everywhere just because like everybody would just ask, what the fuck happened to your eye? And then like eventually when all the blood cleared up, then I started getting my vision back, and I was fucking happy, bro. Because I thought I was like, man, I got this bloody eye for life now, like from the stupid car accident.
Pink eye for life.
Nah, it was like red wine eye, bro. Yeah, like it was fucking all red.
I'm just really stoned on my left side.
Yeah. It only affects this part of me.
Do you guys have Mexicans out there?
Yeah, you know what? We do, but not in the same way that you guys.
Oh no, we got too
You
much
guys-
here.
But
like,
we do.
like that. Like we dominate. It's like, hey man, there's a hell of a lot of us here. It's like we could use a little bit more diversity, bro. Like
No, but you know what? We do have some, and it's something that British people really appreciate is Mexican food, and we have some very authentic like burrata tacos and stuff like that. We have really good Mexican.
what did you say, Barra tacos?
Like the
birria?
birria.
I was for a second. I was like, you've been talking to Xavier, huh?
Yeah, I can't pronounce shit. I can't pronounce
Trust
shit.
me, yeah.
Now,
But
here-
English was your first language, which makes no sense.
Right. So yeah, but we have those, and they're authentic because I've had them here, I've had them there. So we appreciate the culture, man.
Big question. How does it compare to stuff out here?
Yeah, have you had to? How many times have you been out here?
I spend a lot of time out here. I'm out here usually like between 3 and 4 months a year.
Okay, that's.
I'm trying to move here.
Oh,
like,
nice.
This is my energy. My game steps up a level when I'm in LA. Like my energy steps up a level, and I feel appreciated more. That's a really nice thing over here.
Have you seen LA Rent though? I'm just saying, like,
Right?
like the people that are born here, like, look at it. We're like, and we look at other states, and we're like, damn, look at how comfortable.
I know. I was looking at like prices in Vegas. Yo, you can get some serious shit in Vegas.
There's a big difference, and
Right?
it's not that much, but it's just so close. It's like you putting up with the desert. You get to own your land, though. Like, it's like out here, it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I get to be a sunshine all day, but I get raped every day by the government.
Yeah.
It's like I can't even take a foot off my bed with, like, the moment I turn the fucking water on, I'm getting taxed.
Shit is expensive here as well, just like living day to day. It's
Yep.
expensive. I noticed
What
that.
up? So in England, it's a lot cheaper. Just like
Cheap.
you're talking about like food. I'm talking like you're
Yeah.
talking about food and just the regular
Yeah.
basics, the living.
Yeah, and
They-
where I live in Manchester in the north, like, we have a big north-south divide. Yeah, Manchester, like shout out Manchester. London is expensive. Like when I talk to Londoners about, you know, my apartment and where I live and what I can get in Manchester, they'll like nearly crash their cars. And just,
London is like the LA, right?
yeah, London is like, it's more like New York. It's more like New York. It's very busy, it's very cluttered, it's very dense, and it's very expensive. But, you know, I would say that that's the bit where it's like, it's really expensive. Manchester is cheap, you know. I can get nice stuff cheap.
It's funny coming from Texas well, Austin, Texas isn't quite so cheap anymore. But it's funny because like I've had this talk with, you know, my wife and a bunch of other people, and it's like, damn, like, yeah, we're still in Texas, probably have a house by now, probably have this. But I'd be stuck in Texas. I wouldn't.
You're like,
be
I
out
probably
here.
wouldn't be podcasting, but I still have a job.
I wouldn't be doing. I'd have probably a decent job. Like I would have like a cookie cutter fucking.
I'd have to work with
suburban
my
life.
hands if I lived in Texas, bro.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
that a problem?
No, I'm not saying it's that, but it's just like, hey, man, I should have gotten used to that when I was younger. But then I was like, out here, I'm like, hold on. Like when I realized, I was like, hold on. I was like, there's jobs like this. I was like, all right, we're gonna aim for this, and we'll just fall back because it's like
Right.
it's Latino instincts to know how to like do some of the hard labor shit. Your parents, if you got raised right, you fucking learn how to clean and then do the basics with certain tools, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, ultimately, man, I kind of just chalk up the price of LA as the convenience tax of getting to live here by everything.
That's what it is, and I think that's why I would come to LA. I like my energy in LA is good. I feel good, and I'm happy to, you know,
I've had a lot.
live back a little.
I was gonna say I've had a lot more happen since I moved out here than 30 years in Texas.
Yeah,
The thing is, bro, it's like if you're really about your craft, bro, like things can happen in one night to the other, bro. Something that like would have taken ages to happen wherever, like, let's say you were at.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause you can meet and be with the right people, you know, in one night. It's like I can see the value in it so well, but it's like there's a lot of places that they can have this too, but y'all just gotta have your shit together. Y'all just gotta start networking with each other, bro. Like people gotta like, not that I'm saying it's all fucking open arms here, but people form their cliques and people find a way, they form a team and they make it happen. Yes, there's a lot of indifferences between people here in crowds, but that's just gonna happen anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like you fucking should have known that when you went to school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna have different thoughts and opinions with everybody, but that don't mean that you can't create a hub where you're at. And that's happening with certain cities. Like people in Washington are creating their own like entertainment district. Portland's creating their entertainment district, which is essentially like a baby Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be the same. I'm not.
From retiring.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's gonna be the same, but look, bro, at some point, bro, something's got to give aside from Hollywood, bro. Like it's people are gonna get tired of getting robbed and coming here with these bums and shit, bro. Like.
You gotta be your own Hollywood, bro.
Yeah, you gotta make your Hollywood where it goes, and that's what I feel that other places kind of lack. Like they don't have that drive because they haven't created it. Like LA just kind of made itself that way because it's by the coast. You know what I mean? It's a good place to live. People always want to come here to fucking work, and they brought all the industries here, so it became like this hub where you have everything. Only here is one of the rare places where you can start a clothing line in one fucking day if you really wanted to. You can go see the guy who digitalizes your fucking shit in numerous places downtown. You go buy the shirts the same fucking day, and you fucking get introduced or you find another guy who does silk screening in one fucking day.
The other thing out here is that everybody that really wants to do something strikes while the iron's hot.
And I think that's what it is. Like, because I always say your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So it's a collective energy, and I think that it's just people with a certain kind of energy just migrate here. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, they do. It's not made for everybody, though. I'll tell you that much. There's a lot of failure out here in LA too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that they come in here happy, and you know what I mean. And LA fucking brings out the worst in them, and they're just like, hey man, it's like you weren't cut out for it. But you gotta also have to know how to say as a person, it's time to fucking move on.
I also think those are some of the people that come out here and expect it to just be magical right out the gate.
Very true. Very fucking true.
Yeah, my first 2 years here, I worked on Skid Row. I had a couple of friends, and I'd go out every once in a while. But the majority of my first 2 years here was like starting over. Like, you know, I wasn't comfortable, just had to work all the time, save up, you know, get acclimated and kind of get into my groove.
Count and change, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like straight up.
I fucking would do that, bro. I remember doing that shit. I was like, all right, this is spending money.
Yeah. And it's like, honestly, right now, this is like one of the first years I've actually felt like comfortable in my career, with my creative endeavors, and just, overall acclimated to the groove of this area. So like I can buy sneakers. I can do what I want to do with my life now.
But sneakers, you bought like 3 of them today.
Yeah, I did.
You're buying sneakers.
He texted me in the morning. He's like, yo, you like these? They're not selling out. And I was like, you cop one? He's like, I copped a couple. I was like, so he's living pretty well. You can buy more than one sneakers on a drop on a Saturday.
I hope my wife's not watching this. One of those
Sorry if I burned you out. But I woke up and I was like, Rock's doing pretty good to be there and be like, I'm just waiting for the value to go up, my boy.
Yeah.
You're not going out for dinner this weekend.
No,
No, we're going out for dinner tonight.
You guys got to go to dinner tonight.
I have to.
Yeah, she just found out about the fucking shoes. Yeah, now
You gotta give me a disclosure. Be like, yo, like, oh, I'm flexing to you, not to the world. I was like, all right, because I felt flexed on. I was like, fucking motherfucker.
I didn't post the Gotham post.
Don't feel bad, Rock. I spent $300 on New Era hats, and I'm not for me to design on, just because I was like high on New Era.
What happened?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I spent $300 on fucking like numerous fucking hats. You know? Yeah. Like, but it's like, you know, when I buy hats, it's usually blanks. This time it wasn't. I was like, this Instagram ad got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just went in there and I just remember, and I'm like, I've been looking forward to it, but I'm just like, oh man. But you feel bad because you've been through it before, but then you also feel at a point where you're like, it's not too bad.
Honestly,
like, well, you don't necessarily feel it, but then you're like, that feeling is fucking weird, bro, because it wasn't always like that. Like, I know what you mean when you're like, I've been there before, where you're like, hey, bro, I had to count change to fucking pay bills at some point.
You go through those shopping sprees? Like every girl I've dated always like, I went on H&M and next you know it's $200 in the cart and I bought it.
That's like 3 fits.
Women's clothes is
No.
cheap, homie. Women's clothes.
No,
is
it is
cheap.
not cheap.
This girl I know.
Have you seen women's t-shirts? They're expensive.
You're
I
tripping.
mean, it depends where you go. A lot of girls.
No,
are shopping
obviously
on these.
but you can get cheap women's clothes. You cannot get cheap men's clothes.
I get cheap men's clothes.
Yes, you do. What do you mean? Like, you're the only one. Like, I don't.
Buy your shit, bro.
Huh?
Yeah.
Go buy your shit.
No,
Yeah,
like
you
online,
you
like
say you
everything
shop
online-
at Ross.
No,
Go buy your shit.
everything online's pretty pricey. Like men's stuff, like a jersey.
So you don't
a
shop at Ross
hoodie,
no more?
A jersey, a hoodie, anything like at PacSun.
Yeah, but you don't shop
Why
at
are
Ross
you
no more.
shopping at
I don't always
PacSun?
pack at Ross.
You were like a spokesman for
Dog,
it,
you
so I
think
thought
they
you
swear-
did.
I'm joking around. You think they swear these Jordans, everything I rock? I'm just fuck around. Yeah, I shop at Ross.
Show 'em
That's
the
funny.
J's.
I really
Yeah.
believe that for a second.
No, like these fool knows I don't. Rock knows like, yo, there's
I
no
would
way.
think the only thing that you don't shop at Ross was just the jerseys. Like, I'm like every sweater and a certain t-shirts. I just thought, I'm like, hey, bro, this fool, you live by the fancy Ross, which is the Glendale one.
I just thought
Armenians
about it
don't
'cause I
shop
think it's
there.
hilarious.
They're rich.
It just goes with me. I'm Mexican. I don't know.
I mean, I hit the Ross, man. Ain't no shame.
no, I'm not.
I
saying
do
there's
too.
shame
I'm
on
just,
it.
but he
No,
was like a
he literally
spokesperson
says-
for it.
No, he literally
Ross
says.
is the shit.
He literally says every outfit of yours. No, I'm just
He's
saying.
got the blue lighter, the blue Jays. Yeah, he is a Ross spokesperson.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like women's clothes is way cheaper than men's clothes.
I think it depends where you shop.
No,
I think it's-
obviously, but if you go to Fashion Nova, if you see Fashion Nova prices,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, like you can get the girls will get.
They got Fashion Nova men.
Yeah.
It's not the same though, and
I
the
don't
price
know.
is still not the
I
same.
don't like any of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think women's clothes is cheap, bro. Like, at all. Like, when you really look about it, like, if women, like, I get it. When you're a certain age, probably you don't care what you're gonna wear, but like, as women get older, it becomes about quality, period, bro. And it's just like women kind of like, they look at fashion as an investment. It's like, hey, I'm gonna wear this piece. Like when my girl buys something, that shit is difficult for her to make a choice, bro. And it's not because of the money. Like, the money's not even a factor in it. It's just the investment into the outfit.
Right.
Like it's just like, how many times am I gonna wear this? Like,
How many things is it gonna go
Yeah,
with?
is
How
this
many,
gonna
you know?
look? So it's like they don't really care about the money factor. It just looks cheaper to you because it's so much little clothing compared to men.
No. Like you look at like, you'll get jewelry. Their jewelry is so fucking cheap. And yeah, she said obviously there's fancy jewelry, but I'm saying that you can literally create a Coachella outfit for like $15.
Yeah, when
Is what
you're
I'm trying to say.
19
Like,
and
these
shop at
girls-
Forever 21.
I think-
yeah,
I
Forever
think-
21
yeah.
Coachella, but it's
They
a
have a
one-time
Coachella
use.
section today.
But I'm saying it's a one-time use. I'm not saying it's
I think, yeah, I mean, definitely, there's a whole load of girls who buy stuff. They
Yeah,
do
like
cheap
I've-
stuff for like one wear to a
they're
festival.
one wear to a
or
festival,
whatever.
and guys can't do that. Like, there's no such thing as a
I
one wear
think what
thing
it is,
for a
there's just a
dude.
bigger market for girls because they know girls are going to be bigger shoppers. So I just think there's a
Look at
broader
that.
range. in
Starting
general.
at
Oh,
under
look,
anything
we've got
under
it, we've
20.
got it
Look at
up,
these
we've got it
deals on
up.
Fashion
Oh.
Nova. It's wild.
Fashion Nova is cheap though.
Find me a dude
never
store that's
actually seen-
anywhere that's kind of cool like this. I'm not saying it's
Boo,
good
man.
shit,
But that's not quality clothing, bro.
but
It's
it's for
like
one-time wear is what I'm trying
I'm
to say.
being shown women's fashion sites by dudes. Like,
Are
I'm
you being
just
mansplained
I'm-
women's
I'm-
fashion?
No, I'm
Just
amazed.
saying shit's
I
fucking
barely
cheap.
know. I don't barely know this site. I'm like amazed. I'm being taught women's fashion by a dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you right here. I'm not telling you women's fashion. I'm telling you women's deals.
you can transition into a woman if you want cheaper clothing.
Dude, it is cheaper.
California will help.
That's an
Dude,
option.
There's so many resources where you can just do it.
Yeah,
in-
the
just how you can
pricing-
start a clothing line in a day, you can get it done in 2 days, bro.
I support you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You want cheaper clothing, dude? Go ahead, dude.
For cheaper clothing, I would.
I'm just
All right, hey, you heard it. Let's get it going.
I'm just saying, I don't mind. Like I look at my clothing as an investment too, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, bro, if I gotta pay this much, I'm gonna wear it a few times. There is such a thing as a one-time fucking wear type thing, but I'm also gonna get my money back. I resell a lot of my shit.
There's that. Yeah.
So it's like I just don't fucking go to Goodwill. He's like, here, take all this money I work my ass off for. You know what I mean? It's like, no, bro. It's like if I'm gonna buy me like a cool quality sweater, I'm gonna at least get my fucking cost on it back instead of a profit, or at least half of what I spent on it. You know what? Like, cause men's clothing, I do get it. It's a lot more fabric, bro. Women's clothing, women are smaller by nature. You know what I mean? Like they're just smaller beings, dude. I'd be scared if women were as big as me, generalistic.
Like just normally?
Or just in general, just like if this was the average size of a chick, I'd be like, damn, bro, that's scary.
You'd feel safe in her arms.
If I was exercised, like
Just all snuggled up and warm and safe.
yeah.
Little spoon.
I think there's a whole subculture of guys who love that shit, isn't there? Like,
Oh,
guys
my
who-
wife is the smallest.
Yeah,
woman
Norbit
I've-
guys.
I like guys that are bigger than me. I don't like to feel like a great big oaf, but I mean, I've seen those guys, who are into the female bodybuilders and stuff. Have you seen those guys?
That's gotta be like the roughest hand job ever.
I mean, either that or.
Cause the callous shit, bro. Like I'm like,
She can wear
yo,
gloves. Come on.
no, bro. But if you lift weights, bro, no matter what, like that fucking shit's gonna start developing. You know, like all the fucking
Ribbed for your pleasure, baby.
and it's all cut and busted. I remember I used to have a female trainer, bro. She
And
didn't
when
she
she
didn't give me
touched my
she did not give me a hand job, okay? I just remember when I would say hi to her, like, and I would just, shake her hand sometimes. And you know what I mean? Like I would feel it and I would just be like, damn bitch, like
Why
This
do you
shit
have
is-
a female
this-
trainer for?
cause that was
Why
the only
not?
person that would be up at fucking 6:45.
I mean, she's gonna
Do it
understand how to-
yourself. Do it yourself. I don't know.
It
I
was
would-
free with the gym. But that I was going to at that time.
Hold up.
I've always skipped on past. It's usually the person's usually never fit.
Dog,
Well,
the
let me
in-house
tell you,
trainer-
this-
Yeah, the in-house trainer. I've signed up to gym membership. The person that's
This
showing me
bitch was
around
fit,
ain't
dog.
fit,
She
and
could-
then they're
she
telling
could-
you like, you
She
wanna
could
do
outlift you, dog.
free gym sessions with me, and I'm like, bro, you're not even yoked. Like, I'm not getting a gym membership from a fool that isn't yoked.
Yeah, that's your
No,
experience.
I
dude.
know. That's what I'm saying. And then for you to get it with the female, I for sure wouldn't work out with a female.
It was fucking free.
Man, if you need a good trainer, quick plug for my friend Aaron.
Rock, you can train me. See, Rock was at
Aaron
the
is
gym.
fucking swollen.
Xavier
shit.
would
That's
like a
on
guy to
Tulsa.
train him.
Tulsa King.
Oh.
He's one of the FBI agents on
So what you prefer
for
is
real?
guys to
Yeah.
train you, dude.
I prefer to get motivational tips from a buff guy than a guy that's not looks like me if I'm gonna want to get buff. Would you get tips from Lizzo?
No,
No, 'cause you don't wanna look like her,
she's not a
though.
fitness instructor.
Yeah, but you don't
though.
want to look like her. And the guy at the gym wasn't a fitness instructor. He just works there.
Let me tell you, the person that was training me, she had done she does all these like girl competitions. Then she had like won all this shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, this is free. I was like, it's a per lean person at 645. Or you know how to do some good cardio, lose some weight? Cool, let's run it.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, this bitch would lift weights, dog. And back to my point before we got with your stupid toxicity, you know what I'm saying? What is it? She used to have the roughest fucking hands, bro. And I'm just like, and she was a small ass girl, but I'm just like, yo, it's like shaking a rake's hand, bro. Like I was just like, yo.
You know, but that's got to work for somebody. You know, the nails on, you know, with like back scratches. Imagine that, dude. That's like a whole mitt of just like scratching your back. She doesn't even have to do this. I'm just saying, it's all about perspective.
Right. Looking at the positive.
You know,
I like that.
You know,
I like that.
Well, when it's funny is
you gotta put Vaseline to make that hand soft. It's all I'm saying. It's like
you put lotion in your hand as you go to shake her hand.
You gotta use rhino lotion, dude. You ever seen a rhino skin?
Rhino skin?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, it's gotta be a lotion like that for people with rough ass hands. That's
I was gonna say
rhino cream.
What's funny is y'all talk about small dudes chasing big girls. That was me. Like my wife is the smallest person I've ever been with, and it's you know I think she's beautiful. But you know, it's the personality that locked it in. But it's just before that, I was definitely just like, I don't know, equal opportunist.
There you go. Not discriminating.
You know, I mean, I definitely had boundaries and like preferences and stuff like that.
When you say big, do you mean tall? Do you mean muscular?
Do you mean like Norbit
curvy?
Relationship?
I mean, like not Norbert, no, but like I definitely was with some big girls. Like,
were you like the homie Red Eyes?
Oh, Red Eyes likes big girls.
Red Eye likes them thick, bro.
Hey, you know what? That's my thing. Is like when I was growing up.
Like he always shows up with a gordita, dog. Like
I think it's because of what I was torta.
Yeah.
I think it's because it was what I was raised around in San Antonio before I moved to Austin.
Corn fed.
A lot of corn fed booty out there. A lot of corn fed booty out there, and
No grass fed?
so God damn it, fucking Ray! I wish you had a mic. Okay, now I'm glad you don't. But no, I was gonna say. Long story short, yeah, I knew more bigger girls, and so I was just kind of into that by default. And then I started doing modeling back in Texas, and you know, eventually met my wife.
Nice, and then you moved out here. You're like, yeah, all the girls are small here, or the general population. Yeah, it's a good portion.
Yeah, but I don't have buyer's remorse. I'm happy.
Like my bed doesn't squeak no more.
You know what? I'm not gonna make any jokes because her dad might be watching this episode.
Yeah, I said that. All right.
Shout out to Van. Hi, Van.
Yeah. Hi, Van. Nah, he's cool.
You know his father-in-law.
Yeah, Van is a cool dude. He's such an inspirational guy.
How does that happen? Like, does she know your lady?
No, this is actually our first time meeting in person. Van is just imagine just a golden retriever and a jacked, just full person, like
with a really nice smile, with a really warm smile.
really beautiful smile. Yeah, like
Yeah, that's Van.
you were losing it over the golden retriever thing, man. I'm just
Bro,
like,
I just
No,
did not.
it's really
Like I did not expect someone to say like how do you,
golden retriever's
what type of dog
majestic.
am I? Like I want to know how if someone said, "Yo, can you describe XG?" Or you would you be like, "He's like a
Just
pit bull with
picture
a
an
mix of
annoying
English
poodle.
bulldog."
I was gonna
A Frenchie
say
that don't shut the fuck up.
it's like a greyhound. It looks good, just sleeps a lot and got bad breath.
I just didn't expect you to fucking a golden retriever to fucking compliment to come out.
Oh man, no, but that's a huge.
That's a great compliment. It's a compliment.
Yeah.
Golden retrievers are the best dogs out there.
They're great.
I've had one before. Yeah.
They're great dogs. They're great dogs. Very happy, very in your face, and like want to know you. But I don't want a golden retriever pet, man. That's too much.
It's too much energy.
It's a lot of energy, and it's funny because her dad will come out and like I'll like train for like literally go to the gym for like 2 weeks and like try to get my energy up, try to get my stamina up because that dude goes.
Does he drink? Oh man. Does he smoke?
He's not against any of it. Like he'll go out to the bar with all of us and like hang out with us, but nah, he's not from Texas. But he'll hang out with us. I'm drawing a blank.
You think he'd get high? Not like if he sat here and talked one day.
Probably.
I think he'd have a second hand. I think we should have him on one day.
Hey, Van, next time you're out, baby.
Do it. Honestly, he's the most inspirational person. You just can't help but love Van. Seriously.
How'd you meet his dad? I mean,
So basically, going back years before I even did the show, I went viral in 2017 for I brought out a clothing line for type 1 diabetics. It was aimed at making their lives easier. They didn't have to go to the toilet to do an injection. They had like zips. Imagine like the bad video by Michael Jackson with all the zips on things. I made outfits like that, and the zips open to skin. So
good prices?
People, yeah. But you know, it was a little thing. It was a little thing that I was doing by hand. Anyway, it went viral. Barack Obama started following me on Twitter.
Oh,
Tom Cruise.
That's the biggest fan. Whoa.
That's the flex. There's the flex. Right?
Damn, yeah, dog.
I'll give you that one again.
I have no one like that follows me. Whoa.
Yeah, Tom Cruise as well, bizarrely.
Damn, that's an even bigger flex.
Shout out to TC. He follows me on Twitter still. And I got a tweet from Chelsea Clinton as well. So thank you, Chelsea.
Yeah, boo, 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 boo. Lizard people, boo. Adrenochrome, they eat adrenochrome.
You know what?
The whole squad, the whole clean squad, boo.
She shared my interview on her Twitter, so I've got to say thank you for that, because I probably
You got Hillary on your fucking time, bro.
To talk shit on her and tell how many people she died.
Yeah, so Van, I guess, started following me on social media because of that, and then I started seeing his posts, and I was like I should be following this dude, because just the stuff he posts about life and his thoughts. So he's an excellent writer.
This is your father-in-law.
Yeah, and so I started engaging with his posts, because I was like, this guy is he's positive, man. You can't help but be
Your wife's dad.
How many shows have you been on and we're barely finding about your father-in-law being this badass?
Oh, because he's wholesome. Wholesome doesn't come up on this program very often.
Yeah, hey, Xavier.
Yeah, no, I rant and rave about him, man. He's the reason I got my 4 Kevlar vests. If we want to talk about some badass shit, like
Hey, this dude is badass as well as wholesome.
you know,
Is he like Guile from Street Fighter?
kind of, but no hair.
Oh,
But like,
that.
I'll send you guys a link. He took us to the Imperial Dunes where they shot Return of the Jedi scenes.
Nice.
And I did a remix of the Mandalorian song, and we went out there like 6 a.m. and he dressed up in this fucking gnarly outfit to kind of look like a bounty hunter, because Mandalorian. And yeah, I'll send you guys a copy of that. But yeah, you'll see he looks badass. He's got guns, like loves shooting on the range and all this stuff. Like he's a good old mountain boy.
it's like Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Like I was saying, like I try to train myself to be ready to hang with this dude. And I'm tapped in the first day. Like, I mean, like I'll like rally and like keep going out, but like I tried to work out with him one time, and we literally just did calisthenics, no actual like weights. And I was sore in like weird places on my body from doing different exercises, because this dude just hits everything. Like he's not like giant, but Jesus Christ, like you'd look at him and you're like, nah, I'm not gonna fight that one.
Yeah, but I'm out here a lot, so I've caught up with Van while I've been out here, and then he introduced me to rock. So there you go.
And he's like, you should bring her on the show sometime. I think she's coming out your way. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
That's the power of Van.
Yeah, shout out to Van.
That's pretty
Hopefully
cool,
we
man.
have him on the show.
Yeah, next time Van's back in town, man, we'll bring him on. He's a lot of fun. He's got a lot to say.
So how did the whole show end up? The whole show thing end up? Like, how did you end up on that whole situation?
So the great thing about the show was I always said I've been in entertainment. I've trained as an actor. I work in the music industry, but I always said I'd never do reality TV. It just wasn't my thing. But an ad came up. I've got a younger brother called Casey, so shout out to my younger brother. He saw the ad for this show and it said, "Can you do a better job than our politicians?" And he just screenshot it and he sent it to me in a text. He said, with 3 words, he just wrote, "Go, go, go." So I was like, I sat on it for a couple of days and I was like, you know what? There's no harm in applying. It seems different. It seems serious. So I put in an application and they rang me the next day and they were like, can we interview you? Can you come down? And it just happened so quickly. Next thing I know, I was down in London with 11 other people who were good. They were people who'd actually, worked in politics and stuff like that. I hadn't. I was just some opinionated girl from Manchester who thought I could do it. And
What did they have you do? Like, Like,
So we did everything. We did.
you guys have a homeless problem out there?
We did. We've got all kinds of problems. We've got listen. The UK is fucked right now. But and at the time, the crazy thing was at the time that we made the show, Boris Johnson was still Prime Minister. By the time that we finished filming the show and it was being edited, there was a Liz Truss, another Prime Minister. And by the time the show came out, we had a third Prime Minister. This all happened in a few months last year, if you remember. So we were really fucked. And yeah, I went on the show and I just didn't want to be the first person to get kicked off, right? Like I was like, just don't be the first person. But we did challenges that were like policy development. We did live debates in front of audience. We did international crisis management. And I was just so happy because my team were the team that didn't drop a missile on Oman. I'm serious. The other team dropped an imaginary missile on Oman because of a cyber
Holy
attack.
shit.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, we thought we'd done bad. And then we heard that they'd done that. And we were like, yeah, we're good.
We didn't bust that out.
Yeah. So
That would have been out the first day. It would have been like,
I mean, we had one guy on called Danny, and Danny is Goldie's son. Do you remember Goldie, the DJ? He was in a bunch of films.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Right. So this was Goldie's son. Danny's a great guy, but yeah, it was his team that dropped a missile on Oman, and he put his feet on the table and was like, "Fuck Winston Churchill." And, like he was TV gold. He was absolute TV gold. But yeah, somehow or another, I ended up in the final, and it was a 3-way final, 3 contestants, and we did a live debate in front of 500 members of the public who then voted. And I'm going to drop this in there, but the girl who came in third got 21% of the vote. The girl who came in second got 27% of the vote, and I got 52% of the vote. So
God damn.
more than the other two combined. I'm sorry, ladies.
No, you have to flex that, because otherwise, if you're like, it was a 3-way finale and then I won, everybody's like, oh, it could have been by a small margin.
Do you get to meet any real politicians though? Like,
Yeah, it was real politicians. Two real politicians were judges of the show. Like, so they judged a number of the other weeks, the other challenges. So it was Alistair Campbell, who was Tony Blair's right-hand man, and Baroness Saida Varsi, who was David Cameron's right-hand woman. Damn. So, and we were interviewed by real political journalists. We had to do real speeches. I had to get on a double-decker bus and do a rally, and do speeches to the public, just the real public.
I bet when your brothers sent you that shit, you did not plan on any of that.
No. I went in for a laugh.
Yeah.
I went in for a laugh. And actually a journalist wrote in the Sunday Times, he said some of the candidates came in for a laugh but were actually transformed. And he said, I met a girl in the rally who came up to me and delivered a speech better than most I will hear in the political party conferences this year. And that was about me.
Do you think they'll ever hit you up? Like, I mean, now that you met these politicians, like I would imagine they would hit you up and be like, hey, people seem to resonate with you a lot, so we're gonna go ahead and put you in a position of.
No, because what I stand for is directly in competition with their current meal ticket, the current status quo. So they're scared of me. They're scared of me. Like, there was a guy called Jeremy Corbyn.
Get rid of this girl.
Yeah, there was a guy called Jeremy Corbyn who was in the Labour Party, and he's been kicked out of the Labour Party for standing for very similar things. And he's a guy who, if you look at his voting record, he stood on the right side of history every single time. He stood for things that are anti, what I call cynical capitalism. Because let's face it, we don't really have democracy if we're going to go there, do we? We know that, like, corporations and the people with the most money, individuals with the most money, rule the world. Yeah. They do. They have more influence over policy than we do. So we don't have democracy. We don't. In the US, the UK, Western world, we don't have it. So you've got to come up against those guys. You've got to come up against the companies and the corporations and the people hiding all their money in offshore accounts and all that shit first.
Do you think you're ever going to get into politics? Legit, like, pursue that in any capacity?
I wouldn't get involved in the current system because there's no way to win in the current system, like
That's
I said.
fair.
But so, I want to get enough of a platform. I want to do enough of this stuff, and I want to find a way of going against the mainstream media because they're part of it. You know, they're involved in this status quo as well.
Yeah.
And broadcasting messages that, you know, keep their meal ticket going. So yeah, you've got to find a way of doing stuff like this and getting a message out there. Because the way I liken it is, look at how companies now falling over themselves to meet the green agenda. because they've realized that people are behind it. So even though they've had to change system and processes at a cost to them, it's the good marketing because they still got need customers to buy into them. So imagine if we can get companies to do that about the fiscal agenda. Enough people to say, we're not going to buy from you unless you're transparent with your accounts. Who are you really giving your money to? That's our money. Because a lot of these, for example, companies who claim they're LGBTQ+, and then they're funding Republican lobbyists who are like anti-LGBT, it's shit like that.
Yeah.
We want to know. I want to know who you are.
You gotta be full transparency. Is it's kind of like that's a lot to ask, man.
Yeah, it's
But
complicated.
it's like you kind of should. It should come with the job if you're gonna be in politics.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
You told me that show you did they give you guys like crazy scenarios, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here we have a really bad homeless problem, right?
Bums.
Ease on scenarios to put these motherfuckers on Catalina Island.
I said an island.
An island, okay, an island.
Whatever island. Catalina is out of the option because they have buffalo there.
Not that island, but that's his solution.
Still an island, though.
Yeah, basically getting rid of them as in they don't live here no more. And isolating them, treat them like Australia got treated back in the day.
No, it doesn't work.
What's your solution? If they told you that on the show and they were like, yo, up next, contestant, this
she's
is
like, murder.
You just saw that video of the crackhead having a baby on the street in San Francisco.
I can tell you two things. Okay, so first of all, fiscally, what you need to do about this is tax the fucking rich. If the top 1% were paying their taxes, you could lift all of these people out of poverty and give them homes and give them.
They already get enough. They already get enough money to do that.
First of all,
in LA they get enough money.
But then, second of all, in terms of where you put them socially, okay, it's been proven that if you put all these people into one area, you just create a bad area. That's all you do. If you mix areas up and you make sure that areas have an even mix of some middle class, some, blue collar, some people who are just coming up, they maybe just been given a house.
You're telling me we're putting homeless in Beverly Hills?
That's the only way you can make it work. Socially.
That's what stops it.
But the people who want to stop it are the people who are doing nice and they want to keep, oh no, I don't want that. We call them NIMBYs, not in my backyards.
Damn.
Not in my backyards. They're NIMBYs.
Yeah. All right.
So they go, oh yeah, they sit there and they do their charity and they go, yeah, I really want to help the problem. I go to the soup kitchen, but we want to put some people in some social housing near to you. Oh no, not in my backyard.
See, that's why you just gotta not give a fuck from the get-go. That's why you never see me in no charity event.
I'm with these on. That's why I used to live in a gated community.
Right, don't be fake about it.
I used to live in a gated community.
Somebody would be like, what do you think about the homeless problem? Fuck that shit.
I'm talking like psychologically and socially. That's the actual solution. It's just people don't want that. They don't want you to tell them that that's the solution. That's
or they don't want to really contribute. Like they think it's like the contribution of time is like the ultimate thing for because if people in these kind of areas, and I'm like, hey man, this fucking charity fundraiser and this one time you go to the soup kitchen ain't gonna be enough, bro. Like you got like these. There is a lot of people that need psychological help, bro. Like honestly, I don't know. I'm more of I like the Bukele type of government.
Dictator.
Yeah, he's not a dictator yet, but I like the.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
You don't like dictatorship.
Do they have a fucking fentanyl problem in El Salvador? No, they don't. So it's working.
It's just one problem, and then another one arises.
Look, man. All I'm saying, dog. All I'm saying is that approach. That approach seemed to work, bro. That approach seemed to work. Before El Salvador turns into Cuba, I'm gonna go back and enjoy it and be like, hey, this is gonna be fucking great.
In between that perfect spot between not.
Yeah, I'll be like, I got to go back to where I come from. Ate pupusas. I bought some Bitcoin. I'm back, baby.
He's gonna go right in the middle.
Yeah, like I mean, all the cholos are locked up. Kelly's on some crazy shit where he's like, "Hey, fool, if these fools plan a riot, he'll set fire to that prison and say that there was an accident."
Dude,
I guarantee you, he's that fucking sick. But like, I don't know, man. A country like El Salvador needed that tough love, bro. Like these motherfuckers were extorting everybody, bro.
When MS-13 started killing people because they were arresting all their homies, and then Bukele said,
"It's Bukele."
Bukele said, "I will stop feeding your homies if you don't stop killing people."
He starved them, and a lot of them died.
Yeah,
a lot of them, yeah.
You love your homies so much, stop killing people because they will die. I will starve them. And he said, "UN, hit me up. You think there's a problem? Then help me."
No, he said, if you guys care about these prisoners so much, why don't you come get them 2 for 1? I'll help them ship them out. He's like, you put them in your jail since you care about these gangsters so much. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like a lot of my family that has gone out there, like I do have family that does go out there. I'm like, this shit's just bad. This shit used to be bad. Like
people say his presidency is a coup.
Oh, they think it's like a cover up.
Part of a coup.
Like a takeover, a coup.
Hey, bro.
And the army with him.
Those fools are in jail, dog. There's no more crime in the street. Sounds good to me.
This
Look, bro, the working people are getting extorted all the time, bro.
Can we get some propaganda posters made of E-Zone?
Oh, you might be his VP. You could be his VP. Imagine he's one as a Salvadoran VP.
A+ products.
You know they're gonna
You're on a
you know they're
mission.
gonna have a Pokemon Day. You know they're legalizing cocaine. Shit's happening in El Salvador if Izon becomes the VP out there.
There's gonna be a.
Could you be the VP? Would you? If he hit you
Nah,
up?
I feel like they
if
would.
he hit you up on the Twitter?
At some point, that fool's gonna piss off the wrong criminal organization, and they're gonna try to come for him at some
Oh,
point.
they'll take his head, dog.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to be a part of that group. You know what I'm saying? Like
I just want to benefit. I'm just
it's cool, bro. I'll be an ambassador. That's fine. But I ain't trying to
not
like.
the VP.
Nah, bro. Like when you do when it's Southern American politics come with a lot of violence, bro. You don't hear fucking. Do you guys have your politicians getting their heads chopped off?
I mean, not usually. We did sadly have one get stabbed up.
See,
and
that's
killed.
one, bro.
One. We had one
Which one?
MP. It was a woman MP a few years ago. I forget her name, but she was an MP in a northern part of England, and yeah, she got stabbed and killed sadly. So, but it's not a common thing.
Question of the year, and I need to hear this from someone from England. Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself?
If he was smart, he killed himself
What do you mean by that?
because
If he was smart, he would kill himself.
he had
Yeah, but, like,
knowledge
you
about.
think-
He didn't have knowledge about what he'd been up to. He had
Do you
knowledge
think it would have
about-
been worse for him if he
It would have been worse for him if they'd kept him and they'd got that out of him somehow. He probably feared them getting more out of him.
gone after his family or something? Like, yo, if you
Like the,
snitch
st-
out,
the
yeah.
stuff that he knew about. Listen, if he'd given up knowledge on some of the people that he knew about, what they would have done to him would have been worse than what would have happened to him where he was.
So he didn't fight.
He didn't. He
at least didn't fight.
He knew the game was over. There was no way out. There was no good way out of that chess game.
Yeah, get fucked, bro.
Yeah, bro. He probably.
He fucked around it. He fucked around and found out.
Like once you're in American jail, you're not getting out. This isn't fucking Mexico like El Chapo where you can bury a tunnel and bye. We'll see you later. Like once you're in American jail, you're pretty you're there.
Has anybody tried breaking out of that jail? What Chop was that?
No, that's the one in
That's the one in Denver.
Yeah.
It's in Denver.
Yeah. It's where I think Ted Kaczynski's there too.
Yeah.
La Barbi too. All the fun. There's like top notch. That's like.
All these fools get rotated.
He's one always tells me, last thing you want is for there to be an earthquake or something, and those fools.
I'm
get
just saying,
released.
look, and
Next thing you know, they're all hanging out together, and now they're fucking Joker, and you got Joker and all the villains.
yeah, it becomes the evil alliance, bro. You need
Yeah,
to
you're right when you say that.
That's what would happen, bro. It's like the same thing. Like wherever, like bro, anything in captivity, dog. The moment there's an earthquake and these fools get a chance to break out, they're out in the wild, bro. Just like the animals at the zoo. What do you think's gonna happen here? All those snakes from the zoo are gonna leave, and they're gonna come fucking bite people on hikes, start fucking, and then they're gonna reproduce more snakes. Then we have a bigger problem than what we usually have. Long story is, fuck earthquakes, dude. You know.
Yeah, I am not looking forward to the next one. Do y'all remember the one that happened on 4th of July a few years back?
Nope.
I only remember that because I was taking a shit and I was like, am I getting Jurassic Park? Am I going to die on the toilet?
What did you think? Something was gonna come to the top and just like rip the fucking toilet off?
No, it's
someone
more
dies?
just about dying on the toilet, you know. What?
Someone dies on the toilet in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
The first one, the guy he runs out of the car from the T-Rex. He thinks that like, oh, I'm just gonna go hide in the bathroom. The bathroom's a good place. And like, I'm like, bro, this shit's bigger than the bathroom, and they should just chewed the fucking bathroom up and ate him.
Yeah.
No,
Pretty tight.
the
That
only
was a
person.
freak accident.
Yeah. The only person I remember like getting in a toilet accident is Kevin Hart on Soul Plane. And he gets a lot. You remember that where he gets sucked in by like that shit? That's the only one I was like,
I love that's your go-to. Yeah, no.
that's
Mine's
like that was
Jurassic
horrific.
Park.
I was like, yo, don't take a shit. Don't take a shit at the fucking at the airport on the plane.
That toilet fucking suction from the airplane is some other shit.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you're
it's
in the
just
middle
like,
there, dog.
I don't know. It's like that shit is. it's a lot of fucking pressure out of there. Like you can't use that bathroom if
You
you,
didn't
got
think
a
about
loose
smoking in
asshole.
there? I know you're a stoner. When you went to Japan, you didn't
Nope.
look around and were like,
I respect other people's rules, dog. It's their country. They can run it however they want to, dog. I'll come back to America where it's a shit show and smoke as much weed as I want.
That, and they'll get you on the vapes on planes. I worked with a guy who tried to do that in the bathroom with a vape, and they almost like landed because of it. They threw a huge fit.
It's a
some
real.
girl says that she did it. Some girl that I know says that she does it all the time.
No way.
good
I
for
don't
her.
believe-
I don't believe her either,
I don't
but she
believe
claims that she does it all the time. Like bullshit. You don't get away
I
with
don't.
that shit.
There's no way you can get away with it in those.
I'll smoke a vape in the airport bathroom, but not on the plane.
Like, you know, they have that bathroom is not that fucking big. So in the plane, so it's very small, bro. And they have that little smoke alarm in there. So any kind of fucking little smoke that you're gonna go there, even if you any little bit, it's gonna fucking trigger that shit.
Do you remember? I don't know if you were a kid. Do you remember you can make smoke with your mouth?
What?
You've never seen that?
Are you talking about when it's cold outside?
No, son, I don't know. It's.
I don't know about this.
I don't know
Dude,
about
I
this
swear
either.
to God, I mean, I might be retarded, or this guy might have been a magician. But I remember some kid used to be like, if you get your mouth, he would make this thing with his mouth, and then he'd make like a little bit of smoke. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I wonder if anybody would like try to bust that shit in the fucking.
Did you only ever see one person do that?
I never seen anybody
Watch,
do that.
I think I've seen it like twice or 3 times, but it's I might be true.
From the same kid?
No, from a different kid.
From a different kid.
Bunch of different kids
but it was
just
like in
blowing
middle
out
school,
smoke?
so they might might.
Was
might
it
have been
hot
fucking with
outside?
me. No, it was a normal day, and I tried doing it like an idiot for like 20 minutes. You know, I was like making these stupid. He's like, you just gotta go like this with your mouth. And then I tried to find. It wasn't that thing, but you know how they tell you things. And I might have been getting hustled, but I was like, this fool brought out smoke, and I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Those kids were smoking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I got
no,
hustled.
I cannot think of a.
Let me look it up.
Also, just to add to that, I don't know.
What if he had an inhaler?
Could have been.
No,
I don't know.
because I have an inhaler. You don't do that. You can't just breathe smoke with it. Nah. But nah, I was going to say, on that same tip, I had a bunch of kids when I was in first grade that were like, hey, tell everyone you're suicidal. It means you're popular.
See, look, there's a whole thing. How to make smoke in your mouth without a cigarette. I don't know if it's real, but I saw this kid do it, and smoke came out, and I'm like, wait up, how?
Now you have a task. Learn
Yeah.
that.
I don't really give a fuck. I smoke weed now. I can
learn it.
I can blow
Learn it.
clouds, dog. But I remember as a kid, and I was like, yo, I wonder if you can bust that out. Where like, yo,
You don't-
where's
you
the vape pen? You're like, nah, I make smoke with my mouth.
You don't want to be Avatar the Airbender? Come on.
See, safe and easy, it says.
Safe and easy.
The fact that they have to put that on there alone makes me worry.
Safe and easy smoke.
Yeah, sure. It's safe and
It's got
easy.
1.1 million views. 1.17. Another one.
No, okay. You didn't click on them. I tried mastering making smoke with my mouth. Okay, I'll check that one out. But the other, I don't know, man. I don't know. Post it somewhere. Let's watch this shit. Let's all learn to do this.
It sounds like you're on meth again, dude. Yeah.
Again.
Again.
Just once. Fool. Leave me alone.
Scante.
It's. Do you still get hit up about that video?
It's on YouTube. You can
I know, but like, do people still look at that video and they're like,
I don't have that many views. Let me see. I can tell you how many views.
you should just repost the link on there.
Dude, I want that thing. Oh, yeah. It was a what type thing, and you gotta go. I mean, everyone knows what episode it is.
Did you have any fun on meth?
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Did you have sex?
No, I was at a strip club. I should have.
I was having this conversation with my Uber driver last night because she said she used to do meth, and I was like, "It's not really a thing in the UK."
Well,
She was great. I loved her. She was really.
Wait, what do
open
people
about-
do in the UK? What's your drug problem? People just drink lean?
A lot of people do coke. And I guess there are some people who must do crack because there's coke around. So there's probably some people who do that, but I don't think it's a big thing.
Meth is not hot, huh?
We had a really big problem in Manchester with a synthetic drug. Have you seen these synthetic drugs that, like, the homeless people can buy for like equivalent of like $1?
You talking about like spice?
Spice, yes, spice.
Oh,
we had a really bad
Spice.
problem with spice in Manchester, really bad. And you'd see the homeless people, just like frozen, like statues, like
Yep.
vomit coming out of their mouths.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're just frozen. They just stood there like a statue, like.
Something like that happened in Texas too. Yeah, they called it K2 at first, and then Spice, and yeah, same thing. Kind of like it.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it's like a neurological like hang up.
Yeah.
What is actual spice? It's like, but
It's supposed to be a substitute for weed.
Yeah, because
I know, but what I'm saying, it's like,
what's it made of?
yeah, like what are those herbs?
I
It's
don't
synthetic.
know.
It's synthetic. It means China makes it, and it means every time they ban that chemical, they just change a molecule on it, and it's a whole new substance. That's literally what makes drugs. One molecule will change it to a new drug. If they change a molecule on Coke, it's not Coke no more. It's a whole new drug
Yeah,
now.
and you can buy a whole bag of it for like $1 equivalent of. So the fact the homeless people buy bags of it because they can.
Exactly what boner pills are. Like exactly what boner pills are. There's a whole new chemical every time, and they'll just add one little molecule to it, and then it's a whole new drug. Rhino 3000, Rhino 4000 is a whole different Rhino.
I would imagine it gives you like I would imagine every 1,000 it just gives you like an extra. It gives you like an extra 30 minutes.
Extra 30 minutes. These ones like 4,000, 2 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, like you're gonna go like 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're taking the 4,000 one, you can't expect any less than 3 times, bro. Like I'm just saying, like when I'm talking about like strong 3 times.
Yeah, full rhinos are strong like all day.
Yeah. You guys have boner pills out there?
Oh yeah, you can get boner pills in the UK for sure.
You guys have Blue Chew?
Yeah.
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 for sure.
All right, use out there if you're in Britain, use promo code TINFOIL for 20% off the Blue Chew. Anyways, back to the show. So you guys have Blue Chew?
I think so. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, the gas station pills. Isn't gas really expensive out there? It's like $7 to $8.
Yeah, it is expensive. But what's really expensive at the moment is our energy bills. I don't know if you guys have had this problem, but like people's energy bills in England now are more than their monthly mortgage payments.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
That's
Is that just because of the energy crisis? Huh?
that's because
Yeah.
the pipeline.
Yeah,
The pipeline we took down.
and well, it's they're blaming it on the Ukrainians
Yeah, the
war
pipeline,
with
the
Russia
Russian, yeah.
and all this other stuff. But the fact is, it hasn't happened to all other countries, because in France, where they've nationalized their energy company, then as soon as the price increases were announced, the French people just blocked all the motorways, stopped everything from happening, and the government went, okay, we'll take the hit.
Damn.
So that's what happened in France.
You can thank Greta Thunberg for that.
Yeah.
Is she British?
No, she's the one that's all about climate change and climate control, and that's what's fucking up their fucking bills because they don't want to do nuclear thing, and it's more important about the future than the people that live now. That makes no fucking sense.
What's dumb is this international treaty. I won't get into it, but there's a dumb international treaty that a bunch of countries are a part of that basically is stopping them from switching to green energy, because any losses that the fossil fuel companies make, the governments have to pay them the difference in this.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
It's yeah. This is like a Cold War treaty that made sense then, and it doesn't. It's still in place now. I won't get into it, but it's dumb. And the UK is one of the countries that's part of that. So they're not even invested financially in switching to green energy.
Fuck.
So we're all screwed.
Sounds like an Xavier kind of deal.
Why do you think I'm trying to move to LA?
I don't.
So, if anyone wants to give me a visa and a job or marry me, like,
Chili?
There, I bet you she can. I bet.
Hey, she would.
Yeah, hey Chili, you can marry her. Since the current person that is illegal here doesn't want to get married with you.
I love
Way
that.
better person.
I love that Chili is just our go-to. Like, oh hey, you need residency? Like, yeah, okay, get over here. Come on.
You can just be her best friend, dude.
there you go.
Chili's great. She's the one who did all the art.
Oh, I love the art. I love the art. That was awesome.
Yeah, she crushes it.
You guys can start all women agency. She's graphic.
There you
Yeah, that'd be great.
Fucking A.
Sweet.
You get a neck tattoo next.
Oh, there we go.
I want one, man.
They
Not
hurt the
not
most.
right here. I just want it like here on the side.
You want
What do you get?
I have no idea. It's one of those. I've got most of my sleeve kind of
The
done.
green soldiers from Toy Story hanging all the way down.
Oh my god! Just a bunch of little army men.
For real, I was getting a tattoo. I was getting a tattoo once, and I saw a guy getting Andy tattooed on the bottom of his foot.
Fucking tight.
Like on the sole of his foot. Like
My friend got he dated oh my god, what the fuck is her name? Well, now I can't even remember the goddamn movie. It's a vampire movie with they mix the vampires and the werewolves at the end.
Twilight.
No, way before that. Kate Beckinsale. That's who I'm trying to think of.
oh, Underworld.
Yeah, there it is.
Underworld. Yeah.
Yeah, my homie dated her for a while, and he got her autograph under his foot, and then one right here, and then he got him removed, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
Your friend dated Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah, Matt Rife. If you Google him, you'll see why it worked.
What the fuck, dude? Who are
He must be a good-looking dude.
Matt Rife? Oh, he's an Adonis. Yeah, I'll show you.
What is Adonis? Like Man Crush Monday?
No, Adonis is just like that, like the handsome Squidward.
Okay.
That's an Adonis. Somebody that's just like so pretty it looks like marble chiseled. Like not my kind of pretty that I'd be into, but
Yeah.
you're like that is aesthetically the definition. Matt Rife.
Like,
Oh,
He
yeah.
got like
okay,
he's a good looking dude.
let me see.
Yeah, you go to his shows and all the bitches are there, dog.
Yeah,
I pull
he's-
up
yeah.
all the time and
Let me see
they're
it.
mad hoes.
Nah, it's funny, man. Yeah, because it's his comedy show that I do
Like,
the
would
music
you fuck
for.
him, Xavier?
He's like a Greek statue.
If you're a woman? Yeah, if you're a woman, that seems like a guy you'd want to fuck. I'd fuck him.
Yeah, don't
So-
even lie. Yeah, fool.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Nah, fool's all yoked. He's fun. He's fucking funny.
He is funny as shit,
Yeah,
dude.
nah, yeah. He's like better than Dane Cook.
Is he gonna age?
What's
like,
funny is Dane Cook was like his mentor.
I know. That's
Yeah.
why I love Dane Cook. That's why I said he reminds me a lot of Dane Cook. That's why I
So
said,
he's into underage? No,
Huh?
no,
No, he actually likes them
Dane
more
Cook
mature.
was never either.
no,
He's actually the opposite. He likes older women.
dated Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah.
Damn it.
He was like 22, 23 dating Kate Beckinsale. Yeah.
How old was she?
Not in her 20s.
Oh, damn. Like 40 type?
Maybe.
Like 35.
No,
At the
because
time?
I'm not anywhere
That's
near.
like you dating the mom from fucking George
How old
Lopez.
is
She's
Kate?
pretty. She's like double your age.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't date
Angie?
her. I wouldn't date Angie. Not now.
She's pretty successful though.
I'd date J-Lo. She's double my age.
Kate
Yeah,
Beckinsale.
bro, first of all, you have to J Lo. Anybody would fucking anybody here would date fucking
Hey,
J
then
Lo.
why do you have to say
would not
Carmen?
date J-Lo.
What's her name? Carmen what?
Because it's pretty fucking realistic.
But let me look up Carmen.
That her name is not Carmen. Stupid. That's the daughter.
Kate Beckinsale was in her 40s dating Matt.
We're
He
talking
was in
about.
his early
She looks
20s.
gorgeous, bro.
We're talking about Angie, and Angie still got it for a cougar. Yeah, from George Lopez. She was way too hot for George Lopez in that show.
Who are we talking about? Sorry, I didn't
From the
watch
sitcom.
From the sitcom.
Angie from George Lopez show.
The way they paired them up. They always do that for sitcoms though, even for cartoons.
That's the man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like they always like. Except they did that was a recipe except for that show Roseanne where it's John Goodman and Roseanne together. It's like two fat pieces of shit.
That's like typical Midwest family, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
Most accurate family on TV.
Yeah, but it's usually would be like the hot wife with the.
Oh yeah, like King
Yeah.
of Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King of Queens is just Family Guy, but like, you know, same. Yeah,
God, now I'll never see that show the same.
yeah. The girl was hot.
Oh, hey, remember I never went over this and I tripped you guys out on the magic school bus theory?
Oh yeah. Did you got confirmation on it or what?
Huh? I mean, it's not for
What?
real,
Where they
for
went
real.
up an asshole?
No, the conspiracy theory on the magic school bus.
You know what the Magic School Bus is?
I've got no
Oh, I
idea.
forgot. She's like,
Damn.
yeah.
Magic School
So
Bus
it's-
used to be this show about like this teacher. He used to have his kids in science class.
Animated.
Yeah, and she would shrink them down so they could experience science in real life.
Okay.
They go to space. Yeah, like go in bodies.
It was like a public show that the government kind of paid for, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it? Like PBS,
Yes.
right?
It's
Okay.
it's made for because viewers like you, not the government.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
He gets so mad. He's got so mad. Like viewers like you.
And the show, the show
he's
was
right, he's
animated
right,
too.
he's right.
The show was animated.
Miss Kerbauble would fuck Monty Python.
So
I'm
okay,
sorry,
this
no, I'm
all-
sorry.
Miss
This one,
Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle
Miss
would
Frizzle,
fuck.
yeah.
This
would-
all seems okay so far.
Oh yeah, it's a kosher show. Oh yeah, but his thing is, you know,
I'm on a conspiracy podcast show and someone asked me if there was any conspiracy.
There's some
behind it.
sick fools in the chat room that like Miss Frizzle can get it. I never thought about her in a sexual way, bro.
Actually, those are my
Well,
those
I
are my
can tell you a
fans.
pretty disturbing conspiracy theory from the UK along these lines if you want to
Please.
hear it.
please.
So obviously, I don't know if you guys heard about Jimmy Savile. Did you guys get that news over here?
Is
So
that the?
that was
He's
the
a
guy.
kid guy.
He was the paedophile.
Yeah.
So basically, Jimmy Savile was very famous on the BBC from like I don't know the 60s or 70s, all the way through to like 2011, I think, when he died. And he stayed famous. He stayed on TV. He had very close connections with the royal family. He raised a lot of money for charities. He had a lot of kids' TV shows that he hosted, like Jim Will Fix It, and he gave wishes to kids and you know did work in hospitals, all this stuff.
Like Mr.
But this-
Rogers. You don't know who Mr. Rogers is, but like Mr. Rogers activity, like always around kids. Like
Yeah, but this guy looked creepy as fuck. He always looked creepy as fuck. But anyway, when he died, it all came out that he was a pedophile. He'd been abusing kids like his whole career, young girls and boys, even like kids in hospitals. Like there was even suggestions that he'd like been involved in like necrophilia in like hospitals with
What?
things.
Oh,
like
no.
it got
What?
deep. It got deep.
Look,
it
you
got
never heard of him?
Oh,
it
and he
got-
looks
it got-
fucking scary.
Yeah, they look this guy up, Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy
He's,
Savile. Yeah, no,
he's
no. I was
scary.
already looking him up.
So
Look, this is the guy that
That's-
was around kids, dude.
right.
And it's
Right.
confirmed. He's
and
gonna take this
and
fool
had
out.
ties to the royal family, and everyone thought this was
That fool
totally
looks like he has like vampire vibes,
right.
dude.
But anyway, back to the conspiracy theory. So there was a telephone number that was set up in England. I don't know when it was set up, whether it was in like the 70s or 80s or something, called Childline. It was connected to the BBC, and I think it was some sort of state-sponsored somehow, and it was a line that children could ring if they were in danger. Lots of kids used to threaten their parents with it. You know, if you do this, I'm going to call Childline.
Oh, it was like
But-
child services.
Right, but then a conspiracy theory came out recently that obviously because it was connected to the BBC and Jimmy Savile and stuff like that, that actually Childline was used as a way so that they could catch kids who'd been abused and like get their, you know, get to them. You know, that was the way where the kids went to confess and like tell them about the pedophiles abusing them.
Damn.
So they were calling the pedophile ring themselves. You know,
Holy
like that's the
shit.
conspiracy theory. Because of all this stuff.
They
with
know
Jimmy
they know
Savile
exactly
and the
who to
BBC.
target. It makes it
Because
easier to know who to target.
The BBC protected Jimmy Savile his whole career.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn,
Apparently,
BBC.
there were lots of celebrities and there were lots of people, if you look back at videos, who were hinting at what Jimmy Savile was up to in interviews going back to the 80s and more. People knew about it.
Dude,
people knew about it.
People protected Jeffrey Epstein for a long time.
Fuck them too.
All the way around, yeah. So, back to the Magic School Bus.
Okay.
So, they say that Miss Frazzle is a special ed teacher. They were in a small bus. All the kids had problems like ADHD, OCD. It just trips me out how, like, you don't think that they were, like, special ed kids?
No.
I mean,
Why not? It's perfect. It's a perfect theory.
They had to fucking. Why do they get to get shrunken?
because
They're not that cool.
I mean, but I don't know how to
see the
answer
theory.
that, but I was gonna say that. Sorry, my brain's are focused on one thing. You're right though. It was a very small class. It wasn't like 30 kids. It's
Yeah.
like 7.
Do you remember your fucking elementary? There was 2 kids with my same name. That's how many kids there was in the fucking classroom.
Well, who the fuck decides to name you Juan?
Fuck you, fool.
Such a typical fucking name. Like,
Was it your dad for real?
No, my grandpa.
All right.
Yeah.
His dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my dad's name. I got my dad. My dad used to meet girls with my name.
is your
And
grandpa
that's how
still
he met
around?
my mom. And my mom was like, that's not your name. And like, that's what we're naming our kid.
Is your grandpa still around?
Huh? Yeah, the one I got the name after. Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah. Is he a sick fuck too?
No, they're not all sick fucks.
Whoa!
No, just because he always talks about his uncles. He's like,
Yeah,
not this uncle, not that one. I was like, bro, you have like 3 deranged ass uncles,
Yeah,
bro. That have
uncles, not my grandpa.
okay, but I'm just saying. I was like, he's got to be the cream of the crop. You know.
No, they're second uncles. They're second uncles. They're not first uncles. None of them were first uncles.
All right, I just.
What the fuck is a second uncle?
Like a second uncle.
I don't know. What
Third uncles? You don't have second uncles? Third uncles?
I got like an uncle.
But they're second uncles and third uncles, just like second cousin and third cousins.
Oh,
I don't-
My family lineage doesn't pay attention to that.
Xavier defined that.
Second cousin is.
Like, got a family tree like that.
Nah, I mean,
I almost spit my water out the way Rock said
Are you
that.
guys for
like-
real?
I barely
You guys
know
don't
all
have,
my
like-
real
It's
cousins.
uncle.
yeah, I know a good lineage of my family and like cousins and stuff like that. But yeah, once you start getting into like third and twice removed and anything else, it's like, oh
It's free
no.
game.
I mean,
It's free game.
Holy shit,
Oh my
That's
god.
why as Mexicans we have. That's why we
Bill
that's
Toad Tree. Okay,
That's-
fair.
No, he's
It's
right.
free
That's why-
game, yo.
Bill's right. That's why. Bill's right. That's why first and second they always don't do it. Third's cool.
If the word cousin's in there, I don't want to talk about it. No.
Right?
But then you just meet it. Yeah. So it's just like but it's like second uncles. What the one? Which one?
So it's cool to mess with your second uncle?
No. Third.
That's fucking nasty, bro.
Third cousin. I'm just fucking around. A la prima se la rima. You've never heard a la prima se la rima?
No, he hasn't. He
Y en
doesn't
la
speak
cama
Spanish.
y en la cama se le encima.
Fucking what?
It's a saying. It's like it's a little pedophile. It's a little
Wow.
creepy.
Pedophile.
It's a little creepy. The shit that fucking sounds like, yo, that's creepy.
Okay, no, what's the translation? I want to know.
The translation is
prima.
I'd fuck my cousin.
Yeah.
That's what that translates to.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Respect to just being upfront about it.
No, you can't. It's not respectable. That's disgusting.
It's disgusting. I agree. It's just a saying.
No,
like
it's
we were
gross.
saying.
That's so fucking funny. I cannot believe that's a fucking like a saying.
Yeah.
Tight.
Tight. Like they have stupid ones like a la roja me la cojo.
Okay.
The one in the red, I'll fuck. It's just stupid fuck. It's a little creepy Mexican dad. I don't even know who came up with these.
Y'all
You
are
did.
fucking hypersexual, man.
I didn't come up with these.
I'm so glad I'm
Someone in
not
the chat
wearing
room
red
say
today.
another one.
Thank God. Pink. I'm kind of close.
It's quite disturbing, Xavier.
Good thing we're on Patreon.
Yeah. Speaking of Patreon, make sure you guys are subbed on there. You guys get access to all the fucking shows right away. You guys also get access to, you guys have different tiers. You guys could join on there as well, depending on how down you want to be with We Don't Smoke the Same. Also, do not forget, what is it that you have access to all the behind the scene videos, like the video at Disneyland and like the video that we is it up yet, right? The video that we will be releasing today, hopefully, of the behind the scenes of what is it, the soccer game that we went out to out here and some other stuff. So make sure you guys check that out. Do we have the preview for it though?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
No, I'm just saying like to play it right now. So that way they know what kind of video they're looking to get for the Patreon. We will give you guys an update every week. You guys get access to I don't know, some of the dumb shit we do here. So it's just an easier way to keep in touch because YouTube decided to demonetize us because they wanted to be complete fags. So make sure.
Full stop.
So make sure you guys. Man, what, bro? Fuck YouTube, dude. They fucking demonetize us, bro. All of a sudden we gotta fucking respect them, bro. No, bro, I pay taxes. I pay taxes under their fucking deposits, bro. That's personal at that point, bro. I gotta be accountable for that shit. No. Yeah.
I know. I saw your post on Instagram that you deleted
Which one?
about Disney.
I didn't delete it.
Oh, you didn't delete it?
No.
I tried to find it and it was gone.
They probably like shadow banned it, but it's there. I didn't delete it.
You were all mad. I was like, bro, stop.
I was mad, bro.
You got
Like
a blue check mark.
it's
chill.
not, but it's not. It's like, come on, bro. Like, just leave the kids out of it, bro.
No, I'm 100%. You know me, dog. I do a
Like,
show. It's all
like,
about
come
that,
on,
but I
bro,
was
like-
oh, he's on.
It's like, at what point are you gonna stop pushing this shit, bro? Like, do we all gotta suck a dick? Like, just like, come on, bro.
Oh,
Like,
about that one.
yeah, bro. Like, I just literally feel like I feel like the pressure's everywhere, bro. Like, it's like you're
I'm
gonna
not
make
gonna
a
lie.
rainbow stormtrooper, and then he's gonna be the gay one that fucks the other ones.
It's Disney. Let them have it, bro. It's there.
It's for the fucking kids, bro.
It's Disney.
Let the kids be kids, bro. I'm just saying, man. Like, these motherfuckers don't need to know about fucking each other, bro. Timmy doesn't need to know about fucking Jimmy, bro.
I mean, but then
Like-
they shouldn't have like the prince and princess shit. You know what I mean? Like the happily ever after.
I'm just saying, bro. That was there, all right?
It's not 1950.
Dude, but that's always happily ever after.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you find somebody.
I'm just saying, like, to the
Sleeping Beauty didn't give consent as far as I'm concerned.
Not
that
at
guy,
all.
That guy just came up and kissed her. Like, what kind of message is that?
She was
hexed.
Stay dead.
She was hexed.
You're telling me you'd rather be dead than some guy kissing you on the lips?
That sounds very ungrateful, dude.
Yeah, that sounds ungrateful. I'm not gonna lie.
I would go
Do you know what it sounds like? To me,
I
that
expect
sounds
her to
like,
make me a
it
sandwich
sounds like
at that
his
point.
excuse. He wrote the story. He's like, oh, she was dead.
Can we
she
talk about-
She was dead.
Yeah, I said,
She came back to life.
can we talk about the fact
Dead
that
people come back to life all the time, don't they?
let's talk about the fact that he even checked to see if she had a pulse or anything and just went in and kissed her anyways.
Exactly.
The story is that she was hexed, dude.
But like she didn't have a sign on her that said that shit. The point is this dude went in blind, saw this dead girl, and kissed her.
Then what happened?
I mean, then she
We need
woke
to bring it
up,
to
but
action.
like,
Came alive, and now she should go to the kitchen and make him a sandwich. Is what I think should happen.
Okay, we went there. We went
welcome.
All right, let's take this break and let's watch this Patreon preview so you guys could check out the kind of behind the scene videos you guys get at Patreon for just $5. The link is in the bio. Hey, Ton.
Wipe your lens.
Out here working. What do you mean?
Wipe your lens.
Don't be lying, dude. Don't be pointing your nasty fingers at it, bro. That's what was inside the bus. Be real. Now he's being surrounded by a lot of people to sign some shit. Will he be at the LAFC game later? That is to be determined. Why are you pushing, Kevin?
You know how I do it.
Forceful? Papa? How are you? You see that? My dad does hug me. Patreon. Hey, you gonna go to the game or what? Always. Damn, look at that. Hold on. Hey, with the guy with the mixed the theme song for. Hey, look at that shit away from my camera. Yeah. What's up, Bill? Hey, people want to know. Why didn't you show up to Greentham? That was hella parking.
Normally, yes. Normally, yes. Normally, yes. But no. There's like 2 cars next to the whole parking lot, kids. And there's like 20 cars all backed up.
It's going down. What's going on, Dalia?
I did bet on Texas.
Hey, what happened to your stupid ass?
I don't know why. Bill said.
I'm gonna put the screenshots in this video, and when I texted you and I said, when I
He was no. Bill's good at betting. I fucking hate him. He even bought me. He's like,
how much did you win of Xavier's money?
$40. $40.
No. And we're back here on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little preview. Make sure you guys are subbed to the Patreon. You know.
Salud.
So when are you how you said you're here usually for like 3 or 4 months at a time? Are you finishing your 3 months right now?
I'm only here for another couple of weeks after this,
Yeah.
but I've been here for about 6 weeks this time.
Oh damn.
So,
What'd you get up to? Like what do you do when you're here? Do you do any like
well, so I work for a record label, so I'm out here doing a lot of sync work, you know, trying to get songs into Netflix shows, music, video games, stuff like that. But I also do my work in television, and I'm out meeting people and trying to get jobs and do voiceover work and stuff like that. So
voiceover works where it's at, huh?
voiceover work
For
is
what?
great.
Like voiceover for like I think cartoons all the time.
That's like the
Like
gig,
I haven't
bro.
done any cartoons yet. I've done documentaries and stuff like that. But
Oh, shit.
yeah.
You do
like-
have that soothing voice where it's like you could be like, you know, like where if you say something, he's like the children in Africa starved to death.
Yeah. I watch a lot of documentaries. Yeah. Yeah. Can you do that for us?
What exactly?
Children in Africa. Say, you're the communication guy. Make her say like a
give me a
script that
line.
would be on TV.
Give me a line.
It'd be like, and as the winter comes in, the children in Africa must face the death is reality.
That's a bit dark.
Yeah, that's what.
All right, well, I mean, I wouldn't.
That's a bit. I was thinking more.
And then they
like-
come in from the light, or so. You make it nice.
No, I don't think there's a way of making that nice. Like, you know.
And then it was Christmas time.
But that, I mean, that was just a very far-fetched example. It's not like something realistic. You know?
What is something that you've done some voiceover work?
Like
Anything that we
National
might know?
Geographic?
I mean, like if we want to go down the dark route, I mean, one particular voiceover that I did that was pretty horrendous was, you know, when I see victims talking and their faces have kind of been blurred out and it's voiced by an actor.
Oh, well, they
Their
sound like a
word-
Nas balloon?
But it's their words.
Oh,
Yeah, so I
snap.
voiced some victim stuff.
Are you? But do they sound like Gangland, where it's like I used to shoot him? You know?
No, because it was victim. It wasn't perpetrator stuff. I voiced people. You know, I had to. One particularly disturbing one was like a girl who'd been groomed, for example, and like sexually assaulted. So like I had to voice her, and that's dark. It's really hard because you're reading it in the first person. You're not reading it in the third person. Absolutely. You're reading he did this to me. This like he held the knife to my throat. Like that's pretty hard stuff to do.
Wow.
But yeah, it would be nice to do something like, you know.
That would be the dream job at some point. I mean, as far as for me, like, I'm like, I would love to do some voiceover work. That's the reason I have puppets. You know, sometimes we
voiceover work is great because, you know, I don't have to. I don't have to get ready to go into the studio. I don't have to put my makeup on. I can just go in with my hair scraped up in my tracksuit.
You know what I would want to do?
Yeah.
Is that claymation. Even though that's
that shit
I know. Takes forever, but it sounds like just
asked Ray.
Cool
I asked Ray. I remember the first time he's like, "Yeah, how come we haven't done it?" He's like, "Bro,
that takes
24
frames
it's so much tedious fucking work." Yeah. And he's like, I think you like. He didn't say it crazy. He didn't say it in this way, but he's like, I think you would kind of like get angry.
Yeah.
Before like it was just like, yeah, like I would just get mad and just smash all the characters.
Yeah.
I do not have the patience.
Yeah, it's a lot of patience.
At all.
I did animation for like in high school, and that it's fucking difficult. Not even claymation.
24 frames per second. That means it got to be drawn or moved 24 frames per second. Yeah, it's just wild for how much a minute is, how much an hour is.
Remember when
how much a second is?
Yeah, how much a second is.
Right.
Remember when Instagram had that as an option with stop and go filming?
What?
Like you can kind of do something like that. It was the people were doing some kind of claymation that is like.
Was that on Vine?
No, it was on Instagram at one point. And they took it away.
Do it for the Vine. You had a Vine?
I never had Vine.
Nah, for real?
Yeah.
I even had a Vine. Yeah, I did it for the Vine.
I didn't get into the Vine like I didn't get into the TikTok. I just can't.
No,
like I tried. Do
you have TikTok?
I downloaded it, but I could actually feel my brain cells dying.
It's funny. I don't watch anything on there usually. Like I'll scroll, you know, every once in a while, but my default is IG. But I tried to like do stuff on TikTok, and it's just unless you're doing fucking dances or you know.
You don't do Twitter?
Shaking that ass.
I have a Twitter, but I use that just to complain about stuff to get free shit. I'll be like, my cell phone service was very poor this week, and I had 17 drop calls. Huh?
You'll get a free month?
I have.
Oh,
yeah.
White people shit.
Yeah, you just get on there and you just complain enough, and you know they're like, oh shit, we're getting yelled at on Twitter. Better fix that.
Better fix that.
See, dude? That's why it's important to fill out those surveys. Best believe. So if I every time LAFC sends me a fucking let us know what you think. I fucking sit down. I make myself a drink, and I'm like,
type up a fucking novel.
I'm like, dear LAFC management,
to whom it may concern,
$55 up your ass for that parking, bro. I'm like, yeah.
Wait up. I have a following on Twitter. That means I have more power.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, go get you some free shit, dude.
I might just flex.
You gotta
I might go get a rental and then
you gotta probably
it smelled bad. It smelled like weed, and I'm the one who smoked in it.
This car smells like weed. I don't like it.
The second I get smells like weed, sir, but I'm already on the way there. I'm running late.
Yeah, you probably.
I'm gonna get a free rental.
Car smells like weed. I hate it.
I feel like you would have to delete like a bunch of tweets that you made before.
I don't talk about refunds.
No, I feel like you would delete a bunch of tweets. That seems kind of offensive. I'm gonna get free stuff. Like me, if I logged into my old Twitter, I have to delete a lot of stuff.
How many N-words did you drop on there?
It was a daily thing.
They make you.
The one with the A though. By the way.
Me too. If you go down, and I'm not deleting it because it's who. I mean, I was in high school. It's not who I was, but it's what we all fucking said. Everyone said it's stupid.
Before I went on the show, they send a little bots through your social media, and they go through your social media and they send you links back to everything that's considered offensive.
No! Oh,
yeah.
no!
Yeah.
He's on.
Serious?
Yeah, and you have to delete everything that is considered offensive.
My page is getting deleted at that point.
So, but what was really interesting is obviously I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I talk a lot about finger pricks, testing my blood sugars, you know, to do my insulin and stuff.
vaccine.
And every time I'd written the word pricks, they'd send
That's
me a
what
link.
they were flagging
They'd
you
send
on?
me a link back. So, I mean, that wasn't the only thing they were flagging.
Right.
It's not
me,
even that bad.
Yeah, but they'd sent me.
I know.
Right.
But man,
You know.
British is they're nice down there.
Yeah, I
Brick
guess.
is like that's what's up,
But
dude.
it's weird though, because like when you meet British people, most of them swear like sailors. So
Yeah.
Did you have anything crazy? You obviously don't have to say.
I didn't- no, I didn't-
There was
I
nothing
didn't-
you were like, oh my god, I was that young, or like I was. I mean, I have somewhere I was like, I can't believe I said that.
no, I don't think there was anything that crazy on mine. I think there were like sometimes there were song lyrics like that I'd posted that would obviously have offensive things within the lyrics, but you know.
He's almost like, fuck, you look like the Leo when he found out the Snapchat doesn't go away. You're like, fuck, dog. I'm so fucked. You know what I said on Twitter 5 years ago, 10 years ago?
Dude, like Instagram has to regulate me as it is, bro. But like, well, they used to. I have all access to everything now. Thank God, man. Like,
You got the blue check mark.
yeah, but it's like I have like now I could, I don't have any. I'm not in no danger no more. Like, I'm not writing no F words and stuff on there no more.
Dude, you should have deleted it. I saw it. No one told you to get that off?
Nope, it made it all the way through. 24 hours, baby. You know why? And
It's
it-
so bad, bro.
Yeah.
I was reading this and I think I said it to Bill. I was like, bro, blue check mark doesn't mean you can say whatever the fuck you want.
it does. My brother was
He
like,
said yes, it does.
I mean,
He said yes, it
I think
does.
Kanye West disagrees.
No, Kanye's just chilling. He's
he's boning some new chick now.
dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's married.
Oh, this one that he married.
Yeah, he married.
Wait, what? Hold on, I'm
Kanye got
behind on
married.
Kanye
Married,
Kanye's
yeah, because he
married.
did a song about her as well. Because her name's Bianca Sensori or something like
Saying
that.
the guy with
he did a
Yeezys
song
on.
called Sensory Overload.
shit.
Yeezys
Bianca
on and you don't know
Sensori.
he's
Yeah.
married.
I got Yeezys on because they're comfortable.
And because he said Jonah Hill was cool.
Yeah, thank you,
I
Jonah
haven't
Hill.
seen you wear fucking Yeezys since he said that Jewish shit, and then he said Jonah Hill's cool, and then he's like, all right, we cool again.
Do you
Hey,
not
man,
think
my
Jonah
wife-
Hill is cool?
My wife's Jewish, man.
Not
All
when he
right.
was skinny.
Wait, man.
Oy vey. The whole situation.
Yeah, dude.
Just
Nechaim.
Pachkid.
He's married. Kanye's 100% married.
I don't think it's legal though. I don't think
Yeah.
it's legal. They
Why,
had
she's
they had a
underage?
they had a ceremony. It's not legal.
But
Yeah.
she was an Adidas model. I think
No,
she was.
she was an architect for his firm. She worked for
Or something
Yeezy.
like that, yeah,
she worked for Yeezy for like 3 years or something.
Is Brad Pitt still boning his lawyer? No,
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
think he
Johnny
ever
Depp.
did. I don't
Johnny
think he ever
Depp.
did. Did he?
Johnny Depp, yeah, he started fucking his lawyer after
So
she won that. She won that case.
No, for sure.
Bro, they were out in public, like making out and shit. And he's
I didn't know.
He's
That's-
living in England now.
Such a hard.
Yeah?
He bought an 850 acre ranch in Somerset, and
Would you
he's
fuck
been
your lawyer?
yeah.
At that point, no, I would not. Shout out to you, Tommy. What is it?
Not your lawyer. But if your lawyer was that hot, like if your lawyer.
Like at that point, you feel like I think that she's like, I can get you out, but you're gonna have to give me more than that was his payment, dog. That's a
way better than
it was
giving her
a
money.
part. It was a part of the payment. Like she's like, yo, I had to tax that ass.
You know, kudos to Johnny Depp and his lawyer girlfriend for just squashing his ex-girlfriend in front of everybody. That's
so
goals.
Dude, imagine how
Yeah,
mad she is.
they fucking pretty much did. It's like,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Like she talked about shitting in the bed. Like, and I don't know, man. Like that's a good start to a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, foundation of every healthy relationship.
she probably wanted a piece in the settlement too.
I can't imagine that shit showing up.
You're
to your house.
Surely her fees
Yeah.
were a piece of the settlement.
Yeah,
I can't imagine showing up to your house and there's like shit on the walls by your girlfriend.
the bed.
Fuck, bro.
I
assume it's a dog for some reason.
Dude, I get mad when my cat fucking shits in its box that it's supposed to shit in and I'm present, bro. Like, I can't imagine if, like, there was fucking shit on the bed, like
Wait, you
human
get mad at your cat for shitting?
I don't get
where-
mad, bro, but I'm just like, bro, it's gonna smell now. I have to clean this up, bro. Come on, man.
I mean, he's just doing what he's got to do.
That's exactly what my girlfriend says, bro.
You know, you can teach a cat to go in the toilet.
She said that too. She's like, I used to have a cat that was like, listen, that's cool and all, but we ain't spending that much time on this cat, all right? Meowth can do as he fucking wishes.
My cat's stupid.
Why? How?
My cat?
Yeah, how?
Oh, dude, like, so the squirrels kick his ass. We got squirrels, by the way.
Okay.
the squirrels kick his ass all the time, but he still wants to be their friend. He's always curious about them. They'll go zipping off and he'll go trotting around the corner, and then they'll see him and just bat the shit out of him. And he'll run away hurt and sad, and then he'll try it again 15 minutes later.
Yeah, that's like my Chihuahua.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's pretty much the same.
Is he nice or is he a
He's
dickhead?
nice.
Yeah?
He's nice. He's a nice Chihuahua. He's friendly. He wants to make friends with things. He wants to make friends with dogs, even when they're visibly snarling at him. I'm like, dude, you're bite size. You need to get away. That's a big dog.
Is your cat in the UK right now?
My dog.
I mean, I'm sorry, your
My
dog?
dog. Yeah, he's back in the UK at the moment. But I want to bring him over here because, like, he's got the right attitude for this place. For real. Like, people think he's really nice. Like I'm holding him and he's like, and then they reach out and he does that.
Okay,
that
so he
chihuahua.
is a dickhead. He
That
is a little
chihuahua-
dickhead
he is a little
chihuahua.
dickhead chihuahua. Yeah.
Yeah, they can kind of be like that.
I've been bit by a big dog before, but most of my dog bites came from Chihuahuas or like terriers.
Yeah.
Little Satan in a clown suit.
By the way, everybody, we are not gonna have a closeout today. We do have some things to do, and next week we will not be here, right?
Right.
Nope. Yeah, next Saturday. Nope.
Next Saturday we're not gonna have a show. I will try to pre-record a little something for you guys if we have time during the week, so you guys can thank me and probably Rock for that. You know,
I'm here Friday. I don't leave to San Antonio until Saturday.
like I'm
here Friday.
Like I said, you could probably thank me, Rock, and Ray for that. I'm sorry for forgetting you, Ray.
Friday.
You know what? Honorary shout out to Bill too. Why not?
Yeah, you got it. And Bill.
Everyone, everyone but me. Yeah, shout you out, her too. She's not gonna be here on that episode. Just shout her out. And just
Still made it possible. Yeah, so we're gonna try to do something if the week is not too hectic. We do want to thank our guest, Miss Balmain.
Thank you.
Yeah, for coming
Thank
on.
you for having me. Thank you, guys.
You fit right in.
Thank you.
Yeah, like you fit right in. Like
if I move here, I'll come back again.
Yeah, you're more definitely welcome back to come
Thank
hang
you.
out with us anytime. Like you have a very soothing voice. I can see how it's a voiceover voice, and then you know, like you're very entertaining. You know, and like you fit in perfect. Where it's like, all right, you know, held the conversation up here. You weren't on that bullshit. You been, like, you know what I'm saying? So salute for you to coming over here, all the way from the UK. You're welcome back.
Thank you, guys.
Where can they follow you at?
They can follow me online, Instagram at Miss Balmain, or Twitter for as long as it exists, Real Miss Balmain.
There's a fake.
Well, no. Do you know what? Someone on Twitter already had Miss Balmain, and
Fuck them.
but I couldn't understand because I think they're Japanese, so I couldn't understand what their
Shout out to
their
them.
bio said. But shout out to Japanese version of me.
Hey.
You had to tell them sushi Instagram. That's like, yeah. Ray, make sure you guys follow him at Morning Real Podcast. Listen to his podcast. He's reviewing movies, letting you know from the point of view of a film major and filmmaker. Also, make sure you guys follow Morning Shot Films on Instagram because he will be releasing the splatter pin. That is not on my website. For everybody that keeps asking me, I will be sending you to Ray's website whenever that is available. But that is going to be a part of his product drop. However, if you do want to get mine, go to flavorsbyezone.com or highandhungry.shop. I just dropped 3 of them, and I'm getting some hats worked on. They will have the B-Real TV logo on them on the side, and we'll have the High and Hungry. I've been working on some creative stuff, so the new hats are gonna be looking banging. Rock, shout outs.
Hold 2 of those hats for me. I want one that I can wear recklessly and then one to stash. Follow me on my socials at ROCKSAMSONATX. Follow my group, The Beautiful Men's Club. And happy 420.
People are saying on Instagram, you can rewatch it on Patreon. It's right there.
It's on Twitter.
And it's on Twitch.
Yeah, so hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys Wednesday. Go get your tickets for San Antonio, April 22nd. Me, George Perez, Edwin San Juan. April 30th, I'm with Sam Tripoli, Rick Thorne in Redlands. Go to Redlands with Eventbrite. That one's gonna be sick.
Yo,
and then I just got an email back from Skankfest. So Skankfest, New York, Las Vegas. Let's pull up.
I'm going.
We on? Let's do it, dog. Yeah, Skankfest, New York. Go get your ticket. Las Vegas, my bad. And yeah, that's dope. And then go
When's
to
that going?
flavorsbyezone.com. I might be able to get you on.
No, say, when is it?
September 29th through October 1st.
And you gonna go with your papi Sam?
Yeah, fool. That was a plug right there.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just saying. I was like, cause I don't know your papi George wouldn't take you.
He's not even going.
Oh.
Which I mean, I don't know why. Which is weird. You guys are fucking up. Get George on there, but you want to go?
I mean, yeah. September's a while from here. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's enough time to plan.
That's enough time to plan.
Nice little jokes. You got some Japan shit. I know you got to say.
You know, I have been. I mean, it's. I don't know, man. I have been writing some stuff, but it's. I like when we throw our own shows, bro. Like I do get the feeling when you say the open mic, and you're just like, what?
You gotta get uncomfortable.
I do. I'm cool with getting uncomfortable, but I'm just, it's time, bro. It's.
Ideas. Again, cocksucker.
But yeah, so make sure you guys go to flavorsbyezone.com, highhungry.shop. So we're working on this year's season, so look out for that. Like I keep telling you guys, follow us on High Hungry TV for all the updates on all the merch. Thank you everybody who's been buying the pins. There's some carb caps on there as well that I uploaded. I will hit you guys on Wednesday with a different candle of the week. So thank you everybody who bought the Apple Orchard one. There will be a different candle, but you guys can take advantage of all the stuff up there because I do have enough gifts to hook everybody up. Patreon is just $5, and you can watch it on YouTube on there as well.
When you punching that bread, dog.
Oh,
when you punch that bread, dog, we got 80
bread.
subscribers, and these fools want to see some Wonderland bread, some Dave. I don't know what bread, but they want to they deserve.
We're
it.
at 82 subscribers, yeah. And all right, I will probably tomorrow when I get up in the morning, I'm probably gonna go with my girlfriend. That way it doesn't look like suspicious.
Yeah, make her be the lookout.
I'll just be like, no, you'll just hold the camera and I'll punch the bread.
Honey, I got to do this.
Yeah. Hey, you know, at 100, you gotta fuck that Japanese fleshlight.
I know,
Yeah.
and I'll review it.
Yeah.
I'll review it on here. Fuck you guys. So take your time.
So at 100 subscribers, we're 82. Yeah. Xavier will fuck the hentai.
You see the difference? Izon brings me some fucking fleshlight from Japan, and I gotta fuck this thing and review it. And all he has to do is go punch some bread at the. It's not even fair.
If I were you,
but for 150, what is Izon gonna do? Can we get a poll? Can we get some thoughts in there for 150? What will Izon do?
We'll brew the ideas, but I mean, I just don't think it's a lot. You're single. You can fuck the fleshlight when you want. I just thought you would have fucked it already, bro.
Sounds like it's gonna be more fun than painful. I don't know.
Yeah, like you're gonna be like, oh man, I gotta fuck this thing now. Yeah, like bro, no guy.
It's gonna be like the walk of shame. I'm gonna have to be like, fuck. I'll talk to you guys. I'm like, hey guys, how was that? Well, it was great. You know, I watched this video. They didn't work for me, so I watched this other video. So then I had to go to my favorite. You know what my favorite is?
As Ray once said, you gotta be uncomfortable.
Yeah, bro. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace out, y'all.
Thanks, guys.